Alright, welcome back to another quick review. Yet again, I am outside and I have survived because I just got back from the longest drive of my life. Anyways, today we are talking about Weapons, the newest Zach Krieger, I don't know, horror movie that came out in theaters, I think last week at this point. And so over the summer, from my couple of my quick reviews on Resident Evil and whatnot, have been getting into horror. I realized there's a whole lot of stories that I have missed out on, and just an entire new world that I just did not know about. Right, so I was like, all right, I've been scared all my life. Let me give horror a shot. So I've played a whole bunch of Resident Evil games, watched a couple of horror movies, watched A Quiet Place, watched Talk to Me. Both of those are great. But I decided, you know what? Let's jump up a level a bit. Let me go watch Weapons, and this movie is great. I went in scared, and I was scared throughout the movie, but I think just overall, just like putting away general terror, this movie is great. I love the plot and the mystery behind it. It's surprisingly funny. It's very funny, and that's what I heard going in. But even like the final sequence at the end, which was really cool. The final sequence at the end was really cool altogether. But even the final sequence at the end was just very funny. And it mixes in humor without taking away stakes or the gravity of the situation, or undermining the gravity of the situation, which I really enjoy, right? And that's great. Like I said, I think the central plot line and mystery of the movie is great. I don't know if I said that we're outside again. We're outside again. And the character performances, all performances, are just phenomenal. Genuinely, it's not. I don't think there's a bad performance in this movie. And on top of all that, it's scary. There are, for me at least, I don't know which one I do better with, the jump scares or tension building. I haven't watched too many horror movies to give you an answer on which one I prefer, but there's a good mix of both. I think it's more tension than it is jump scares at times, but there is a good mix of both in there. I think, to wrap it up, because I'm outside and I feel like it's about to rain again. To wrap it up, I think if there was like any negative that I had about the movie, there's two things that I didn't like. One of them wasn't bad, and one of them was weird. The point of view shifts. I think my issue with the point of view shifts were that normally when you do like a POV shift or something, you're putting together the mysteries or the clues, and that is the case with this movie. You are you are putting things together, but I feel like some of the point of view shifts don't do much. They're not great. Like, I think a good example is the cop. Not Marcus. The cop. I can't remember his name. Who's played by Ehrenreich, I think. And the kid or the teenager, whatever, that the cop was with the entire time. You know, I feel like those specific things were there just to have an excuse of, like, you know, why are they in the house at the end of the movie? I feel like overall, those two specific POVs, you could take out the movie, and the movie wouldn't suffer. You wouldn't really notice a difference, I think. Just personally speaking, I think that's where that's where some of the POV shifts kind of lose me. And in the end, ending the movie, I think that final sequence is great. That final sequence with the kids chasing Gladys, the quote-unquote witch. She was insane. But the kids chasing her was very funny, but also very cool, right? It was a very cool sequence just overall, right? But the movie kind of ends abruptly. I don't know. I don't know what it was. It's like Archer, I think that's what his name was, played by Josh Brolin. He kind of just, after everything's happened, he kind of just grabs his kid, Matthew, and then he walks into the distance, like taking him home, and then there's narration, and then the movie ends. Stuff like that. That's weird to me. But I don't. It's weird. I'm not the biggest fan of how abruptly it ends, but it's not bad. It's not bad by any means. And I think, and it doesn't really take away from the entirety of the movie. But overall, like I said, I'm trying to keep this quick as possible. Weapons is great. Weapons is a phenomenal movie. I'm really happy I saw it in theaters because I'm not sure if I would have enjoyed it as much at home. I'm getting myself more into horror movies and just horror in general, and I think that's great. I'm so glad, like I said, I'm so glad I built myself up to go watch this. And I hope that anybody who likes horror or not, who's like me, who's getting into horror, is even scared of anything horror related, go watch this movie. Genuinely, it's great. I'm all over the place. I just had a very hectic drive back from the movie theater. So yeah, go watch the movie. My issues aside, I think this movie is a strong 9 out of 10. Would highly recommend it. See you next time. Bye.